and welcome. This is Borno Restoration. I am Jesse Tafida. On this week's episode of the program, we will bring you up to speed with the state governor's appropriation bill presentation to the state legislature for approval for the 2025 fiscal year. The budget is themed Budget of Recovery and Continuity. But first, let's bring you the latest on Borno today. This school is among the 104 schools constructed by the Zulum administration. 300 out-of-school children in this community have been enrolled into the school, most of whom are girls, a move the World Bank is impressed with.
Congratulations, Executive Governor, for aiming high for the children and the adolescents of Borno. By building all these schools, you are creating a conducive learning environment, safe spaces for children, and you are encouraging children and adolescents to also aim high. The sky is a limit indeed. This school is also a symbol of resilience, a beacon of hope, and a symbol of renaissance in the face of adversity. We are truly impressed by the way you have been building back better, including in the education sector. Executive Governor, we are very, very committed to supporting your effort to rebuild and strengthen the education sector.
Government Day Secondary School Galamari was also opened, where 500 out-of-school children were enrolled. Children from Muna, Dusman, Kalari, Gom, across Jere and Mafa local council areas are part of those enrolled.
Our administration has placed a strong emphasis on technical and vocational education and training TVC to address the challenges posed by the large number of out-of-school youths who have exceeded the conventional school age. To bridge the gap between our educational system and the labor market, ensuring our workforce is aligned with both local and international economic needs. Notable among the strides of this administration is our commitment to mainstreaming the Sangha education system, a historic pillar of Islamic learning in our religion, predating Western education. We have remained resolute in revitalizing this cherished system, adopting a strategic and inclusive approach that preserves its essence while modernizing it to prepare our children for the demands of today's world. We are determined to ensure that every child in Borno State, regardless of their educational background, has access to opportunities that equip them for a brighter future.
Borno State has consistently allocated a sizable amount in its annual budget to education, a clear demonstration of prioritizing the human capital development as a driver of progress as enshrined in our 25 years development plan. Permit me to also acknowledge and express our gratitude for remarkable support from the World Bank and its projects, particularly the Multisectoral Crisis Response Project, MCR, the Adolescent Girls Child Initiative for Learning and Empowerment, AGILE, Better Education Service Delivery for All, BESDA. Through these initiatives, we have rebuilt schools, enrolled thousands of out-of-school children, provided scholastic materials, trained teachers, contributing significantly to our current education recovery and development.
Another school in Mole community was inaugurated to address huge number of out-of-school children in the area as a result of the 13-year conflict. Free learning materials and bicycles were provided to help the students with their studies. Governor Babagana Zulum assured to take children off the streets by providing free education in order to better the future of the young generations in the state. Another day for returnees of Goza Local Council to go out in search for daily bread. Most of them have started to pick up pieces of their lives. Today, It's not just like any other day, as a group is here with good tidings. Goza Elite Forum has brought a free medical outreach for the returnees. 75-year-old Luka Girda is among the lucky ones to be diagnosed free of charge. He says, "This is not the first time I have benefited from the Goza Elite Forum's gesture. They have been wonderful in taking care of our health needs and other assistance." The Goza Elite Forum's objectives of reaching out to the returnees of their hometown is part of their social responsibility.
We are coming to support what government is doing. Government cannot do it all alone. The local government, the state and the federal. So we, the individuals in our various places of work, we need to join hands and come with any assistance that we will do to support our people, to support our locality, to support the government, so that we will bring development, we will bring progress for our own dear local government. By doing that, you can see there's going to be a peaceful coexistence, a development that we desired and then we've been expecting from other places.
We've had a lot of hernia fees where we removed hernias. I think we removed over 5 hernias. We did a lot of hydrocelectomies. We did a cesarean section. We did three appendectomies. We did a total vaginal hysterectomy, a total abdominal hysterectomy, and quite a number of surgeries.
Survivors of a 13-year conflict in Borno continue to have healthcare challenges, and having such a program available would go a long way in addressing their needs. The returnees also benefited from clothing materials for the young and old. This is the Kashim Shettima Metro Estate, situated at the heart of Maiduguri. A 12 block of 3-bedroom semi-detached houses to be given to over 70 federal government workers residing in the state. Governor of Yobe State, Mai Malabuni, is here to inaugurate this project. Governor Buni commends Babagana Zulum for his effort towards providing a conducive environment for workers in the state.
Let me especially congratulate Your Excellency for assembling a fine team with excellent working synergy to execute these projects. There is no doubt your teamwork has paid off with very fruitful results.
Elsewhere at Jumtilo, a 500 housing unit was also inaugurated. It consists of a clinic, police and fire stations, and road networks. The houses are meant for civil servants.
That our administration will continue to work tirelessly to provide infrastructure that supports economic growth, improves quality of life, and enhances the beauty of our cities as part of our rural and urban renewal drive. I want to assure our people of Borno State that inshallah, before the end of January 2027, you will see many projects in Borno State coming on.
Your Excellency's dedication to transforming our state and improving lives of our citizens is truly inspiring and pivotal in transforming Borno State.
Other projects inaugurated by the Yobe State Governor include the Borno Express flyover and the Sheikh Umar Garbe roads, with the aim of ensuring free flow of traffic. Governor Zulum pledges to initiate more developmental projects in the state in order to provide a better life for citizens of the state.
To fight for the rights and well-being of
the last 16 days witnessed campaign against gender-based violence by government, development partners, and civil society organizations across the globe. The key message this year is for the world to stand against such heinous acts and protect the rights of women and girls, with the team tracing the roots, standing against GBV, Unique Care and Support Foundation Casford has gone ahead to sensitize schools and communities on the need to break the silence.
We try to sensitize the kids, the children in school, to know about what GBV is and its effect to the community and how they can end it. We are going to continuously eradicate this with awareness sensitization in our community, in school, and at our organization, and also at home.
With the daily increase in GBV cases, there is a strong need for the government, non-governmental organizations and citizens to continue their efforts in providing a safe space for women and girls.
Gender equality does not mean that a woman wants to become a man or anything like that. It's about equal access to opportunities, equal access to benefit, equal access to resources, and the rights of everybody should be respected, whether you are a male or a female. We shall not grow weary. We must continue with this fight. We shall be patient, we shall persevere. We shall continue until the battle is won.
During these activities, because of the awareness rising that we have done in media houses, in TV, one-on-one, town halls and other things, it has brought out a lot of things that we don't know before, or maybe cases, or maybe the way and approaches of interventions and activities. So we're going to work on that around the clock, around the year, to see how we're going to eliminate GBV in our society.
The need for government to strengthen laws and policies that will prevent and prosecute GBV perpetrators is seen as an effective way to mitigate the surge in cases of gender-based violence, according to stakeholders. The education sector in northeast Nigeria has been severely devastated by the 13-year Boko Haram insurgency. The United Nations Children's Fund estimates that it has resulted about 1.6 million children to be out of school. But in an effort to change the poor narrative, government and humanitarian partners are working together. Katai Foundation is already moving towards this direction.
For example,
it has gathered members of the civil society organizations, educationists and development partners to train them on education budget monitoring and advocacy.
This training is to see that we've called that a purposeful line on the budget should be included in terms of emergencies like this that happened in Borno State, where resources can be channeled to address some of these root cause of immediate needs of children, most especially scholastic materials, cleaning of the schools, and ensuring that learners and children have gone back to school.
How can the state government can be able to meet up with the global benchmark and global indicators for pre and compulsory education for children and especially women, girls in Borno State.
For children in the region to have a better future, there must be significant investment made in the education sector in the Northeast.
So these are my call, that we should be very realistic in our approach. Let us not take what we cannot really implement, and then if we have some that are already existing, rather than bringing some new policies, let us strengthen them. And then, just like we said, that it is a big concern everywhere globally that the girl child needs education, so we need something that is realistic, something that is sustainable, not about when people are pulling out and then still it goes back to where we're coming from.
It is expected that a considerable decrease in the number of children who are not in school will result from this call for action and commitment from stakeholders, development partners, and the government. On the 9th of December 2024, Governor Babagana Zulum presented a budget estimate of 584.7 billion naira before the State Assembly for the 2025 fiscal year. The governor at the presentation promised to consolidate on all the successes achieved in the previous year. Take a listen. It's that time of the year when the executive presents its budget to the legislature for approval. Governor Babagana Zulum makes his entry into the State House of Assembly. The governor admitted during the budget presentation that it reflects his administration's 10-pact development agenda, which aims to provide hope to survivors of the 13-year insurgency.
This budget presentation is an opportunity for us to show how we are matching our promises, as stated in our 10-fact agenda and Borno State 25-year development plan and 10-year strategic transformation initiatives for sustainable development with definite action plans. The policies and programs in this budget are aimed at improving upon what we have done so far in the previous sectors of our state economy, with a view to pursuing recovery from the over 15 years devastating insurgency and the recent Maiduguri flood disaster by redirecting resources to improve on the infrastructure in the state and improve the living standard of our people. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, government also intends to recover on a strong footing by supporting flood victims for insurgency and the current hardship facing our people due to removal of fuel subsidy by the federal government. It is in the light of the above and in our total commitment to improve the quality of lives of our people that we have decided to tag the Borno State budget for the year 2025 as a budget of recovery and continuity. Under this banner, we shall mobilize both human and material resources to transform the lives of our people. Let me reiterate that this is the time for all of us to unite for a prosperous Borno State. This is the time to collectively optimize emerging opportunities in a rapidly changing Borno State. Let us begin to rebuild our state with determination and optimism. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we intend to continue with our policy on prudent management of resources, observance of due process, ensuring good value for money, completion of all ongoing projects, provision of basic infrastructure, general increase in agricultural production, improving commercial activities, youth empowerment, safeguarding lives and properties, job creation, and encourage a rapid increase in number of micro, small, and medium enterprises. It is very reassuring to note that this budget will focus on the following areas: security and stability, food security, economic recovery, infrastructural development, social services, and sustainability. Review of the 2024 fiscal budget. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I would like to start a review of our achievements for the year 2024 by placing on record the immense support, understanding, and cooperation of this honorable House, which has enabled us to work assiduously towards uplifting the standard of living and well-being of our people, as well as fulfilling our electioneering promises of delivering the dividends of democracy to all and sundry. Mr. Speaker, the successes of our administration have to a larger extent attributed to cordial and harmonious working relationships between the three arms of government, that is the executive and the judiciary. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, this distinguished House has continued to grant timely approval to our request and submission, which has been unprecedented. I have to express my sincere appreciation to you and all principal officers and other distinguished honorable members of the Borno State House of Assembly for the immeasurable support to the government without compromising the independence of the legislature, which in a democratic arrangement ensure check and balances, as well as maintain cordial relations between the executive and the legislative arm. Let me also use this opportunity to express my profound appreciation to the members of the National Assembly that are sitting here for their continued support to Borno State as well as to the nation, especially during this time around.
The 2025 proposed estimate of 584.7 billion naira has a capital expenditure of 380.83 billion naira with recurrent expenditure of 203.92 billion naira. According to Governor Zulum, Measures have been taken to guarantee the project's successful execution and the coordination of developmental initiatives, one of which is ensuring efficient service delivery.
We recognize that our success hinges on collaboration between government, civil society, private sector and donor agencies. Together, we can drive sustainable growth, enhance public service, and ensure that no one is left behind. Let us embrace this opportunity to lay the groundwork for a brighter future, where every individual has a chance to thrive. Our support is vital as we move forward with this initiative, united in our vision for a resilient and flourishing society. Most importantly, I want to assure you that, inshallah, all these promises that we made shall be kept. And inshallah, if we are alive, during the 2026 budget, I will come with a new scenario of budget presentation, whereby I will put in a tabular form all those promises that we made and how far have we gone on fulfilling the promises at the right-hand side. And I want to assure you that I will review all the budgets that I presented from the year 2020 to date and look into the possibility of implementing all those projects that we have promised to do so and we are yet to do so. I promise to complete all ongoing projects. Thank you for your trust and commitment to our shared goals. Together, we will achieve the recovery and continuity that our people deserve. Let me particularly use this opportunity to commend the members of the House of Assembly for the continued support that they have been rendering to the executive arm of this administration. I want to assure you that, inshallah, all these promises that we made shall be kept.
The cordial working relationship and mutual understanding between the two arms of government have been instrumental in fostering Your Excellency's harmonious and productive governance of the state. This synergy reflects a shared vision and a collective responsibility toward advancing the welfare and the development of our state, setting back benchmark for good governance and effective service delivery. Your Excellency, Abadam and Guzamala local government was not mentioned in those villages that proposed to relocate or resettle in 2025. Talk less of any project mentioned both in incoming and outgoing year, due to some circumstances beyond everybody's control. Your Excellency, we assure you, Your Excellency, that the Honorable House is fulfilling of its duty, will give this appropriation bill an accelerated passage, inshallah, within the shortest possible time.
The Ministries of Health, Education and Works tops Governor Zulum's 2025 appropriation bill. The budget is tagged Budget of Recovery and Continuity. Governor Zulum's Budget of Recovery and Continuity awaits second reading at the floor of the State Assembly. Residents are hopeful that it will impact positively in their living conditions come 2025. And that's our package on this week's episode of Borno Restoration. Many thanks for watching. I'm Jere Tafida. See you next time. Bye-bye.